What is up? Oh, Halloween. Trick-or-treating on a Saturday? I was about to do my intro, but hello. Gee. Hey, today's not the 31st. Howdy, everybody. It's your boy, No Cage Hade. Wow, that's the first time I've said that. And I am here to do my very first, one and only, motovlog. And I'm kind of excited, I'm not gonna lie. I've kind of been procrastinating this because I am horrible, and I mean horrible when it comes to computer editing. But anyways, we're here. It's the first motovlog. It's a little dark out. I'm gonna try to catch the sunset, but the sun is behind the clouds. So, without any further ado, my name is Hayden Lean. I don't get nervous about sharing my first and last name because literally I made that my username on TikTok when I started it. Backstory, I didn't want to get TikTok. I actually got TikTok because my friend kept pushing me to get it, and then I was just like, oh, what's my username gonna be? And I was just like, well, this is easy, I'm never gonna make things, so I did that, I've just never changed it, and that's what it is. So for YouTube though, I have put it as No Cage Hade. And the reason why it's called No Cage Hade is because when we talk about cars as motorcyclists, we call them cagers, alright? I don't like driving very much, I'm not gonna lie. And so I just thought it rhymed pretty good and I put No Cage Hade. And that's where we're at today. And I haven't really done much with YouTube. I've tried, but it's a whole new world. There's been a lot of social media platforms I've been trying just different things on, and TikTok is definitely my main. Please don't pull out in front of me. Thank you, sir. Appreciate you. I like your Jeep. And so yeah, YouTube, motovlogging. What's funny is I actually was watching some like videos on YouTube before I went out tonight of how to motovlog and how to not suck. I mean, I think I got the gist of it, but we'll see when it comes to the editing portion. But anyways, oh yeah, it's kind of beautiful out here tonight. So, a little bit about me. I have always loved riding motorcycles. Excuse me, I've always loved motorcycles. And my parents told me that, you know, when I was younger that I could never get a motorcycle, and I just got busy with things, kind of forgot about it, and then one of my roommates in college actually decided one day he was gonna get a motorcycle. But it was October and I was like, well shit, I want me a motorcycle too. And so I just went out and bought one. My very first motorcycle ever was a 1993 Gixxer Street Fighter 600. And that thing was the biggest piece of shit, but I love it. I loved it so much, and I was kind of sad to see it go. It sounded great, but it sounded loud, and I know I pissed off a lot of people in my apartment complex, but that's okay. I was completely new to motorcycling and all that fun jazz, and I decided that I didn't like gravel in the road and we're gonna go very slow. Oh yeah. I decided that I just was gonna do it anyways, even though my parents were getting a little nervous about it. There's a whole backstory, maybe I'll tell someday, but not now. And I just freaking loved it. But it sucks because I got it, you know, right before the long winters we have in Idaho. And after that, until today, so it's been about 7 years now, I have owned 10 motorcycles. So, actually, really quick, let's go through that. So my first one, like I said, 1993 Gixxer 600 Street Fighter. And then I had a 2008 Kawasaki Ninja 650R. And then I had a, drawing a blank, 2001 CBR F4i that was a piece of crap, and I painted it and it looked like a little bit better piece of crap. But after that was a 2007 R6, one of my favorite bikes. One of my roommates sold it to me and I freaking loved it. Black and white, just, oh, so awesome. And then after that I had a, I think it was a 1981 CM400 Bobber Honda. It was a Honda, yep. And then I had a 2006 ZX6R, and that was such a fun bike. I sold it to one of my buddies when I moved down to Arizona, but quick side fun story about that. I didn't have any money back in the day, and I needed to travel to Arizona because that's where I was moving after college. And Here, I'm gonna go a little faster and make sure I give this guy space. I didn't have money to transport it down there, and I owned at the time a 2001 Honda CR-V. And me and my buddy stripped down that motorcycle to almost nothing. Well, I mean, not nothing, but we took a lot off of it, fit it in the back of my car with all of my belongings I've ever owned, and I traveled to Arizona in 2 days. And the car kind of smelled like gas, it smelled like crap, but I got it there. And then I sold to a buddy, he got T-boned in Arizona, and that was the end of that bike. But it was a great bike for what it's worth. So I'm gonna put a pause right there, because we are actually going to pull over right up here. I'll stop right here, and I'll show you guys one of my favorite spots. Like I said, the clouds are covering it tonight. It would have been a phenomenal sunset, but that's okay. That's okay. Yeah. Anyways, I've done a lot of TikTok videos there. Moving forward. After that, I owned one of my favorite bikes, a 2013 Triumph Daytona 675. So, mind you, at that point, I have owned all of the Japanese 600s. So I decided that it was time to go to European motorcycles. Whew. And that bike was so much fun. Just, it was black and red. I think it was called Phantom Black, and I missed it. I had to sell it for a lot cheaper than I bought it, but it was just, amazing. Okay, so after that, I actually sold my motorcycle because I was moving to Idaho and because of some other things at that point. So now I moved back to Idaho, and let's see, so I got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, yes. So I moved back to Idaho, and I'm like, well shoot, now I need a motorcycle, and I freaking worked my ass off and finally could afford one. And I was looking everywhere, and I just remember I love the 3-cylinder sound of the Triumphs. And then this bike. This bike showed up in Utah, and I couldn't help myself. I think it only had like 13,000 miles. It was an 06. This bike in 06 was bike of the year. Phenomenal bike. And I went over there with my mom, and we got a U-Haul and everything, and I picked it up. The dude wouldn't even let me ride it. I could just watch him ride it, but I wanted it so bad, and it was for a good price, so I was like, well, screw it. I bought it, and freaking, I remember riding it the first time, and I was just, I was in love. I was in love with the sound, in love with everything about it. So, backtracking a little bit, before I left college, I made the goal that I wanted to own every single 600 series from Japan, from Europe, from everywhere, right? So, I finally saw the 2021 Aprilia RS660, and it took them forever to get the bike ready to go because of COVID, because of other things, and I was like, ugh. So, after this one, I actually got a 2014 Grom, which I'll have to talk about in a different one. So that was bike number 9, 2014 Honda Grom. And then my 10th, one of my favorite bikes ever, is the 2021 Aprilia RS660, and she is such a beaut. And I have never owned a brand new bike, so that was my 10th bike. My freaking, it's so gorgeous. And yeah, so that's all the bikes I've owned. So that was kind of a long chapter of this video. I don't know how long I'm gonna make this video, but... Zip, zip, motherfucker!